Hello, Virgo. This is a special monthly reading. This is for the Venus retrograde that we have going on right now. What I did this month was, instead of going in order from the first zodiac sign, which is Aries, to the last zodiac sign, which is Pisces, and just do the readings in that order, I took every tarot card that represents each sign and I shuffled them together, and then I laid them out, and then in whatever order that came out is how I'm doing the readings. So Virgo, you guys came out first, and the card that represents your sign is the Hermit. And the Hermit is an excellent card. It is all about going within to discover changes that you need to make. This is representing alone time and enjoying it, really. Sometimes not enjoying it, but Virgos enjoy their alone time, that's for sure. What I really like about this card is that even though the Virgo is sitting in the woods and it's dark, that fire is illuminated, their eyes are closed, they're contemplating, they're not even scared that there could possibly be anything around them. They're just very content, eyes closed, very focused, very inward, not worrying about anything outside of them. So, and I think it's really important to consider the tarot card that does represent your sign sometimes, because it can really give you some insight on how you can move forward in handling a situation. So, having said that, I am going to start your Venus retrograde reading. So, I have 4 questions that I'm going to ask one of my decks, and then I'm going to do a past, present, and future reading like I usually do. So, the first question is, what desire is waiting to come to the surface? All right. What desire is waiting to come to the surface for Virgos? A few cards fell down. All right. Here. Okay, what desire is waiting to come to the surface? All right, here's the card. All right, so the card that I have here is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is an energy of walking away. It's possible that your cups are full of several different things. It depends on your situation, your personal situation, but it's usually about walking away and sort of looking at the things in front of you and figuring out, what is actually serving you and what is not. So what I'm seeing, Virgo, is that you are desiring to actually really let go of some things, like you're ready to let go of things that are not, doing any service to you. And if you look at this card here, this person is it's funny because this is my Native American tarot deck, and this Native American is sitting down, eyes closed, head down, and just sort of, actually they have a bottle in their hand too, like a liquor bottle, and it's kind of spilling over, so maybe they had something to drink. That's possible too, that they're dealing with the issues that they're having by having something to drink. If this applies to you, it applies. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Take what resonates and leave, the rest. But for sure, this is an energy of wanting to really release things that aren't serving you any longer, which is really good. So if there's something that you're thinking about that you're recognizing that is not sitting right with you, that's the thing that's got to go. All right. And that's going to bring more love into your life. You got to make space for it. So that's your thing right now. You got to make space. So the second question is, how can I redefine pleasure? All right, how can I redefine pleasure? How can Virgos redefine pleasure? Okay. So the card that we got is the Ace of Pentacles. In my Native American deck, it is the Ace of Shields. So it's possible with a shield that you need to put some protection around yourself. That makes me think of something really funny, and so I'm going to say it because it's a message, but pleasure and protection, very simply put, could mean wearing a condom. That's how you could redefine pleasure. Maybe you need to get some, and that's what Spirit's saying. Get that condom. But also the Ace of Pentacles is all about new beginnings and abundance as well. And maybe there is something that you can do that you enjoy that could also make you some extra money. So maybe redefining your pleasure is rekindling something that you used to love doing, like rekindling your love for that again, and possibly turning the hobby into something that makes you money. Again, I know this is Venus, and you're probably like, well, where's the love at? Well, the love's not going to arrive to you until you do the work to bring the energies in of love. So redefine your pleasure, right? You need to look into new things that make you happy. Like, pentacles are also the earthly pleasures too. So this is saying something you can do, something you can see, something you can touch. This is not a spiritual redefining. This is a 3-dimensional redefining of pleasure. So something you like to eat or cook, something, anything. Anything you can see, do, or touch. So the third question is, what definition of happiness no longer serves me? So this is, what is something that you used to love doing and you don't like doing it anymore, but, maybe you're still doing it and you don't realize it, or maybe you are, maybe there's that little tug in the back of your head saying, this is not really what you like anymore. So let's see, what definition of happiness no longer serves Virgo's Spirit? What definition of happiness no longer serves Virgos? Okay, so we've got the High Priestess here, or the Corn Maiden in this deck here. So that's actually pretty simple right there. The High Priestess is very intuitive. And to me, this is saying that you may have at one point in time gone by the whole ignorance is bliss, like, what I don't know won't hurt me. The less I know, the better. And now you're like, no, I really do want to know what's going on. And I really do want to tap into my intuition so that I can make better choices. So it's possible that, to me, it's clear to me that you're just like, you're not feeling this whole unknown stuff, and you really want to know what's going on. You really want to, be in charge of your life. And being in charge of your life involves having clarity. Clarity is what is going to bring you the situations that you want to enter into your life. And then the last question that I had for this spread was, how can I develop more closeness in relationships? All right, so how can Virgos develop more closeness in relationships? Well, this one right here, Ace of Cups. So this is cool that you've got 2 aces in this spread. Aces are new beginnings, and with Venus in retrograde right now, there are things that you have to look back on and assess and get rid of. And so, the Ace of Cups, new love, right? new love is what the Ace of Cups stands for. And this is saying, how can I develop more closeness in relationships? And if you want to welcome new love into your space, into your energy, you have to open up your heart to that. You have to align your energy to that by taking different actions that will help to improve yourself. But I think that what this is saying is that you do need to open up your heart space and let somebody into that to develop more closeness. Because it's possible that you have been closed off. That's what I'm getting from this. Between the wanting to walk away from things because things aren't serving you, to not really having a firm grip on what it is that's ahead of you, it really just does seem like it's because you're not opening your heart space enough to allow things to come in so that you can actually work on that intuition. Because if things aren't coming in and triggering you or sending you little signals for you to catch with your third eye, then you're not going to hone that intuition. So opening up that heart space and opening yourself up to, I would say, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups together, that's definitely new, earthly, tangible pleasures, like right in front of you. Like, you're going to have to be vulnerable. Sorry, Virgos, but that's what's going to have to happen in order for you to, bring love into your life if it's not already there, or in order to bring the love in your life to the next level. So now I'm going to do a past, present, and future reading for you. Alrighty. Okay, so Virgo, love in the recent past, Spirit. What's been going on with Virgos in the recent past? What we got? Okay. The Four of Pentacles is showing up for the recent past. Let's check out the present. Spirit, show us the present for Virgos, please. Present love for Virgos. Okay, Ten of Swords. All right. Somebody's been going through it. I'm not ready for a card yet. In the near future. The near future love for Virgos. The near future love for Virgos. Okay. And we've got the Star for the near future. All right. So in the recent past with the Four of Pentacles, that is almost holding on too tightly to something. Sometimes when you hold on too tightly to something, it sends out this desperate energy. And sometimes other people can feel those energies and it repels them. So loosening your grip maybe was an issue in the recent past when it came to matters of the heart. I'm going to pull another card to clarify it. Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles, please. It flipped and then it went back, but I'm taking it. And the World. The Four of Pentacles and the World here. So that's actually what I was saying was loosening your grips. But to me, when I see the World here, it looks almost as if in the past that is exactly what you did. You had a tight grip on something and you were just like, fuck it, YOLO, and you just went, I'm good with this, right? Um, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. It's almost, sometimes when you end a cycle that you keep going over and over and over with someone, it's an amazing thing for you. And that's when the world shows up, because the world is like saying, goodness gracious, congratulations, you finally beat this freaking cycle here. And that's a lovely thing, right? Sometimes holding on to something that's not good for you or that's not meant for you, it just prolongs like your suffering, or like, you don't get what it is that you truly deserve when you're holding on to something else that you think that you really need. And you can feel that, right? You can definitely feel that. But that also comes back to your intuition and working on, knowing when things are good for you and when they're not good for you. Let's see what's going on. And this totally makes sense to me here. We've got the world ending a cycle. Then we've got the Ten of Swords in the present. The Ten of Swords is an energy that you've been through it. You've been through something. It was painful. It really kind of threw you for a loop, but it's over. Like, that's over, and the sun is coming back up here. And it could have to do with whatever this thing that you were holding on to in that cycle that you ended. Let me clarify this Ten of Swords here. Ten of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Cups. All right, so this is a complete, this reading here to me is saying, in June, you are working very hard to end cycles right now. Ten of Cups is your love completion, your love fulfillment. And then the Ten of Swords, that always talks about heartbreak and pain. So to me, whoever's energy I'm picking up here, you went through something and it really hurt. And, you're coming to a completion. But it's very emotional for you right now. And it could be emotional for a little longer. We're dealing with cups and swords here. And we are in a Venus retrograde. So it could feel like you're going backwards. But, if you're working through this and you are ending a cycle and you are coming to a completion of something, then you are going to heal. And the nice thing is, in the near future here, we've got the Star card. The Star card is the card of hope. It's the card of hope. And if you look, you can see that this witch is like standing in her power, as above, so below, as within, so without. So to me, this situation that you're going through, you're going to come out on top. No matter what happens, no matter how much it hurts, no matter what the pain is that you're going through, like, you're going to come out on top. So I'm going to clarify the Star card here in the near future. Let's clarify the Star. Here it is. Okay, wow. The Empress. So these are two major arcana cards, and they are both very fucking powerful. Excuse my language, but this is all about hope and strength and being in your power, and the Empress is definitely in her power. Not only is the Empress in her power, but she is also very nurturing. She represents new beginnings. She represents someone who has the tools, the knowledge, the intuition, and the strength. But then she gets paired with the Star. Like, that's You know, like this is a level up. Okay? That's what this is. This is a level up. As long as you can, this Four of Pentacles, that's what you have to let it go. Whatever this is, you know, whatever it is, don't hold on to it tightly anymore. Release it, let it go, and focus on yourself. I swear. I don't know who this is for, but please, there is a whole bunch of completion here. And if you can if you can get over this Four of Pentacles, this whatever situation you're holding on to too tightly, if you can get over this, you're gonna fucking shine like a fucking star. That's what this is saying. Like, new things are gonna come into your life that you're not going to expect, you're not going to know what they are, but because you have completed things and put shit out of the way, the universe is going to bless you. So I hope this helped, Virgos. Have a great night.